Right folks, I'm actually 30 quid in at the moment. Got 6 quid in the cash trail. Got mega deal or no deal for the first time. Well, that was my first mega deal anyway. Right, so this is going to be 40 in once I put this tenner in. Right, 40 in then. Now the interesting thing is here as well is that when I first came in here there were these two guys playing this earlier and they were getting deals, but they were getting deal after deal after deal and they kept getting mystery every time, and only when they got the mystery did they decide to actually like try and go for a deal, but obviously they couldn't on the mystery, and then they ended up getting game overs as a result, and they actually took that streak up to just over 70%, but then they ended up collecting a feature which I think gave them 7 quid, so I'm a little bit worried that them taking 7 quid out of this might affect the gameplay or might affect when it comes in. But as you've just seen, I had mega deal or no deal 30 in, so, and it has in all fairness been dealing from the off still as well, and it gave me a £10 cash shot 2 quid in as well, so there's definitely hope in this yet, I think. Oh, the all reds in included a red gamble, which probably means I'm not going to get the deal, so oh no, I have got deal. Now normally deal with a red gamble is quite a good sign as well, from my experience. There's double deal. Oh, another multi-ad. Fair enough. This obviously doesn't want to give me mega deal on this one, and it would have given me it on the multi-ad by now, I think. Yeah, fair play. I wouldn't expect this to be the board anyway. All red is another good sign from my experience as well. Oh shit, had no lose there. Bollocks, never mind. Oh come on, look at that. That's got to be a good sign, man. To be honest, this is actually the only time I've seen this deal Hotbox out in a while, to be honest. Fuck it, just go higher on it. Oh, it's done it. My main concern here is how slowly the streak's gone up. I mean, I think when I first went on it, I think it was on like 29%, I think. And I'm now 40 in, but the streak has gone up quite slowly. I know the streak doesn't really mean anything, but so, you know, I've had like the board on this when the streak's only been like 80-something% anyway, but right, let's stick another 10 in. Hold on a sec. I've got to be honest, it's a bit of an arse ache trying to feed a money of coins and then hold us up at the same time. Street's going up very slowly though. Mega Street's going red, always a good sign. It has done quite a few times, to be fair. Yeah, I think this is about maybe my 5th or 6th time forcing this actually, to be honest. And to be honest, with this being a Betcom, this is pretty much the only deal worth forcing, to be honest, unlike the Belfruit versions. I have had some success on this, to be fair. I think the only time I've been stung on this was when I was... What was I? When I was about 170 in for a flat mega streak a few weeks back. That's the only time I've really been stung on this, to be honest. And even then I got like a deal board afterwards for 40 quid straight afterwards, so I was only about 30 down in the end. But other than that, I've been like 100 in and 120 in for 150s, and even when I have had flats, it's normally been within less than 100 quid in, so I'm not fared out too bad on this one, to be honest. Oh shit, I had no lose. But yeah, to be honest, after seeing how these guys before me were playing this earlier, I did have a bit of confidence I could give this a go, to be honest. You know, I know them taking 7 quid before they... To be fair, they did put it back in though, they didn't walk away collecting anything. They put it back in and then just gave up on it, but before they took that 7 quid win, they had like deal after deal after deal and like not taking them and getting game overs. So the way I see it, and I'm sure the way any other force like me would see it, that should be ka-ching in their eyes, I'd like to think. Right, street's gone up to 71, I'm still 50 in. It's giving me a deal straight away. And I've had mega deal already as well, so I reckon this can't be a million miles off, I'd like to think. But we shall see. I've got to admit, they have fucked this machine / programming up a little bit. Look, low is where high is, and high is where low should be. And not only that, but getting on the bonuses, it normally says like press transfer for a box when it gives you a telephone, and it says for a telephone when it actually gives you a box. So I've obviously got that all confused as well. Right, that's like my 4th or 5th double deal, I think, so I think if you wanted to give a mega deal here, we'd have done it on the multi-ad by now, wouldn't it? But it's not. Yeah. Oh, high-low box, hello. Ah, no, doesn't want to give a mega deal then. Fair enough. Oh, moving straight up. Yeah, mega streak isn't even red, let's say. No hopes on this one. I wish I could zoom out a little bit on this. It's a little bit too close up for my liking, but oh well, okay, 39 quid. Yeah, that's got to be nearly there then. Got to be, surely. Normally that cash trail wouldn't even go beyond the fiver if there wasn't any life in it either, so... Cash combo, I think that's normally a good one from the other deal, from past deals anyway. Survive? Well... But this isn't the board though, because the mega streak isn't red, so... So that must mean it's quite close if it's giving me a survive now, to be fair. 1, no. Turbo gash. It's dead, it's dead. Right, so this will be 60 in, next 10 will be 60 in there. I would have filmed this a bit earlier, to be honest, but all my change is in my zip up pocket and my zip's stuck. Well, got no zip handle, therefore it's stuck, and it was a struggle to get my change up my pocket, so I would have been hanging around here for ages trying to get it out otherwise. Start already, boom, superstar. Still no red mega streak. Yes, there is. But it's probably not going to mean anything. Not on this board, anyway. The Betcom Mega Deal, 30 quid in. Oh, look at that, 40 quid again, look. Come on, it's got to be nearly there, man. Then again, after what I did on MIB last week, when I regretfully forced that last week. I was 7 in for 10 on MIB last week. That was the first time I actually forced that. And I was actually like, in the end, despite it giving me like a 40 odd pound cash out when I was about 100 in, it ended up taking me 225 quid to get the mega streak in the end. And of course it was a flat. And I was very, very lucky that I got a deal straight afterwards, went all the way on it and actually got the 75 quid straight afterwards, but I was still about 50 down. That was the funny thing. So yeah. So after like that, I should know really not to take it too seriously if I do get a £40 cash out. But then again, MIB is a lot worse than this game, to be honest, let's face it. You know, for any Betcom / G squared forces like me watching this, I would like your opinion to see if you find G squared games a lot worse than Betcoms in general, to be honest, because I don't know, forcing G squares seems to be a lot more difficult to actually really make a profit out of compared to these Betcoms here. Look, you can already tell the difference between them. I've got a skill stop, hang on. I don't know about anyone else, but I can always find a difference between the G squared and the Betcoms, particularly how they play. You know, I've not had a lot of luck on G squareds, to be honest. You know, Toastbusters haven't been bad for me. I've twice had Toastbusters carry over for me. But I don't know, I just find if Live and Let Pie, I have never had a mega streak on Live and Let Pie carry over. I know Hyperlinks has had it quite a few times, but luckily I was twice like 80 and 90 in 4 of those flats, so I weren't too much in. But then there was that episode where I put 285 in and never actually got anything out of it. I don't think anyone would believe me really, but it's happened and you have no idea how fucking annoying it is. It's kind of one of these things where do I just keep going until the mega streak goes red, or nothing else is going red anyway, so well, I said I was 65 in, didn't I? Mega streak isn't going red again now, unfortunately. You can't be far off though. Mind you, I've not had mega deals since getting it 30 in though. A little bit worrying. The show life since though, as you would have seen, I've had a couple of £40 cash outs. Yeah. Yeah, that's really. I actually had to survive about, I can't remember how much I was in now. It was like 40-50 in, and even if we survive on it, so you'd think it wouldn't be that far away, really. I'm just a little concerned how slow that streak's going up. That was on 29% when I first went on it. And the streak was going quite quick for those guys on it earlier. But it seems to be going up really, really slow for me for some reason. I know it's probably not really that relevant, but okay, well Mega Street's going red now already, look. That's the first time it's done that for quite some time, to be honest. Are we going to see a flash? I have once or twice actually had gold away come up on that line there, but it has been a board. I have a couple of times actually had this come out of nowhere as well, to be honest. Turbo Gash. Box Clever, I don't think that's a bad feature, is it? I can only, because it's a lot rarer, and I've only had it once I think, I can only assume open the box is probably the best feature on this. Well, I've had countless double deals on this, but don't seem to be doing that much more for me, to be honest. It's times like these, it kind of gets to a point where I kind of think to myself, would I have been better off taking the 10 up, and I was like 2 in. So I actually had a deal or no deal, and a tenner. There's a tenner now. But I actually did have a tenner offer to me when I was 2 quid in, so I could have been 8 quid up if I'd taken that, but big deal. That's a rare one. This isn't rare though, mystery. Come on man, can't be a million miles off, surely to God. Double deal. Now the Mega Streak has gone red as soon as Mega Streak's gone red as soon as that board started, so I got my 72 in, I think. Come on, flash it, bastard. No. Meh. Never mind. Doesn't always do it, but it's actually quite rare to really see them flash, to be honest. And I've done it anyway. I'm 75 in now, aren't I? Just kind of know it's going to be a dead board when it kind of like gives you one short of everything. Should I have taken that tenner when I was 2 in for a quid? I am starting to wonder now I'm 80 in. The Mega Street's going red again. Double deal straight away. This would give an extra life, that would be massive. Tenner again. Now there's the Mega again. Normally I find with this particular game, when it is a board, it will suddenly give you like £25 cash shots and whatever. Out of nowhere as well. No point going higher on the feature, is there? Skill stop. I can get an extra life again. Now if I can move up onto a super board and get some super shots going, that'll give me good hope. Okay, that's just not the board then. Surely that would have given me survive. I don't know. Move up. Okay. Bit of hope here then, but again, not counting my chickens. Turn surf or whatever, pick me, don't want to give a shit. Sure. Oh, it's moving straight up. Ugh. Nah. Fucking hell, spells. Ah. Well, it's got to be nearly there, surely to God. Surely. It's making me work for it. What's this, 85 in? What's the bloody count again, you know? I'm not sure if it's 85 or 90. It's either 85 or 90 anyway. Mega Street's gone red.